What's up? We're Tealdeer. Our new record, Menace, is out now. Give it a spin. We're here being interviewed to talk about some of the tracks on the record. Peace.
Menace is as Menace does, in many ways. It's self-descriptive. What you see is what you get.
Yes, I think that the name Menace came up from the fact that we were a little bit restricted with our previous record, and now that we've got a few more tools at our disposal, we can create a sound that is
Dial up the menace.
Yeah, dial up the menace.
That's
exactly it. Yeah.
The most
Got a
restricted menace.
big button that we press on the computer, and it just adds bucketfuls of Menace.
The menace button
Sounds like Disney Channel radio before you click the button. Sign it. So this was the first single we released off the record. A little while back now, I think it was like October time. With a cool animated music video.
Yeah, working with the glorious J-Man.
Yeah.
Big up J-Man.
This is a very Easter egg riddled song. There's a lot of shit in it that you can find.
It's about the man.
It's about the
hold
man,
us down.
Yeah.
Do stuff to us.
Being like I filed out my tax returns yesterday, and there were so many questions I didn't even know, so I just said no to them all, and I hope that I don't get fucked. It's kind of that thing.
Yeah.
It's prophetic. It's going to happen to Ted at some point when the HMRC get his tax returns. They turn up his door.
Yeah, I'll have to front Tealdeer from jail.
Yeah, a big half man, half cat is going to just like pounce onto you, and you're going to have to. One of us is going to have to call up ODM to run through from the forest and say that shit.
Yeah, a lot of people say money is God and things like that, but I think in the modern day and age, it's more like paperwork is God.
I love admin. Admin's my favourite.
I remember when we went to record this, our producer sending us like the night before he got the project open, we had like how many time signatures are in Jameson and some. It's like looking at the project and it changes like every like 2 centimetres along the timeline.
The Devil's Toy Box.
The Devil's Toy Box.
When we first did this song, this was the first song that was like, whoa, like this is the new Tealdeer sound.
Yeah.
This. Probably the first time we said Menace was in regards to this song.
Yeah, that like sells it, I think.
Straight from the ether, that is.
Yeah. So we went into the writing with this idea of this like mirror hall, like mirror box that someone steps in and makes them go insane. Called the Devil's Toy Box. It's like an urban legend thing.
Yeah, it's
like
an urban legend
internet like copy pasta type situation, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we took the idea of that to the nth degree.
Yeah.
You know, what if it was real, and what if there was a box that could turn a man insane in 5 minutes, just from being in there, just from the sensory, the deprivation of it all, the overload at the same time. Like, what would that do to a man?
It's pretty wacky, pretty
We
wacky.
hope it drives you crazy.
The shooting the music video for this was good, wasn't it?
The music video was good for
It
this.
was. We actually went to film it one day and had to cancel because it was just raining so much.
Yeah. I got punched in the face by a stunt actor. Got given a nosebleed.
Yeah, that did happen.
You shouldn't have touched them though.
Diabolical's an old one. It was one of the first ones we wrote.
Yeah. Second
Second one we wrote. Yeah, from way back in the day, and it didn't make the first record.
Yeah.
But we thought we'll adapt it more to suit this record. And it's like we went into the studio without having really adapted it. And we kind of worked with our producer to make it suit the more Menace vibe.
Big on Ben Games.
Yeah, we've got Pen Games,
Absolutely
audio
worked
made.
magic on that track.
Yeah. And now it's kind of this like circusy, creepy vibe thing. We got my dad in, didn't we?
Yeah.
To be a circus ringleader. You'll
He
hear
did
it.
such a good job, by the way.
He did.
Like, I listened to it and I'm like, that's Ted's dad.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've taken some like professionally done like sample clip and just put it out there.
Yeah.
He was all in. He was loving it as well.
Yeah, he did it in one take, but I was the only one that was like, let's get some more takes just in case. But everyone else was just like, no, he's done it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Am I correct in saying that Tommy was responsible for most of the lyrics in this?
Yeah.
I'm still not entirely sure what it's really about because Tommy wrote it.
It's about relationships with our mobile phones. It's kind of supposed to sound a little bit like it's about just a relationship in general, but yeah, if you think about it a little, not for too long, like a couple of seconds, you can work out that it's like about how long you spend entangled with your mobile phone and waking up every morning and kind of being a bit addicted to it, and yeah, that's kind of what it's about.
Don't be a cult. That's the next song, isn't it?
And this was the first song ever written by Deer. I was singing in the band
all the time.
Yeah.
And that one, the themes of that pretty obvious, I like to think.
Yeah, another one that we've taken and menaced up, I guess.
Probably the most literal of our songs, like especially lyrically.
100%, yeah. It says what it means. It pulls no punches.
And it's like, I didn't really realise it until we like spiced it up within the Menace sessions, but it's like quite gothic now.
The Menace sessions are like,
the
I like
Menace
that.
sessions.
That's what we should call out any time we spend with Ben Gaines.
It didn't like turn out how I originally imagined it. I don't know if this applies to you other guys, but like when we were doing the stuff in the studio, we had like bongos into it. Like we didn't end up using it at the end, but that's the sort of direction I imagined it going.
Yeah, we were thinking
what
it was
turned out to be is amazing.
Like drum circle,
so different.
Yeah, we were thinking like jungle,
yeah,
more of a unga bunga sort of thing going on, but yeah, Ben took it and elevated it beyond that to
a whole new
extent.
perspective on the thing.
Yeah.
So like choir, choral stuff towards the end.
Yeah.
Fire.
Works so well.
Yeah. This is a general PSA to other bands out there as well. Listen to your producers. Well, so they're worthy. This song makes us laugh every single time we play it live because Robert here, the guy responsible for doing our backing tracks and cueing voices and stuff like that. Every other track has got a nice AI lady voice. What's the Worthy has fucking AI plankton shouting What's the Worthy. So before we start the song, every single time, What's the Worthy?
They're just in our ears.
When we're on stage, like everyone cracks a smile and no one can tell us.
Yeah,
It's just
nobody
everyone
knows why we're all laughing.
Now you know.
This is the big one. This one is the head single, I guess.
Yeah, the video. Got a lot into the video.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Got a professional in to do the filming. Got some actors in to do a bit of a dance, do a bit of a boogie.
I had to convince one of them to be a bit more of a psychopath because he was so nice.
It's way too nice. We really had to bring the darkness out of him.
Yeah. He didn't like the stabbing. He was like,
A couple of days in solitary will do that. Really bring the beast out.
Shout out Jay Hillier.
Yeah, shout out Jay for filming this one for us. When we first wrote this one, I was still on keys, on piano live, and we fobbed that off because I'm terrible at it. And it's so much better now to play live because there's so much piano in the song you don't even know. So like I'd spend like 90% of the song just at the piano trying to scream at the same time and failing.
You need to be going mental for that song.
Yeah, another shout out to Ben for this one as well because the bridge was a little bit different. The way, your heart, that was way different before.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, and he came to us with that idea and it was just like, immediately it was like, yeah, this is amazing.
Right.
So, like we mentioned, the whole EP has like this theme of loss of something or losing yourself to something, whereas Stranger itself is just the theme is loss, right?
Yeah.
But I remember writing this and it sort of came more about like reevaluation, like because it's telling the story of someone that's been in an accident and then they see the whole world differently because they've had this experience.
How does one pick up the pieces post devastation?
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of our few songs with like a message of hope in it. That with loss comes rehabilitation and growth. Is that a stretch?
I think it's a stretch to say.
Is that a message for the kids?
I think it's a stretch to say it's the only hopeful song we've got.
Oh, that's true.
Because in spite of the lyrics and the menacing nature of it all, the attitude that it has behind it, it's the sort of music that doesn't want you to stay on your feet for very long. If you're down and out, if you're not feeling great, it's the sort of music that wants to pick you up, get you back on your feet, give you a pat on the back and say, fucking come on lad, let's do it, let's go. Thanks for agreeing.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Thanks for helping.
Yeah, it's quite different. Stranger's a standout one, I suppose, because it's just a bit more like atmospheric and thematic, in the same way that Shotgun was on the first record, I think. It's another standout one, it's a good closer song,
We've been tealdeer, thank you for listening, and thank you for interviewing us. Buy our new record, Menace. It's out now, and it's on all available platforms.